Music streaming service keep increasing their subscription price, and I can't stand the price in this economic, so I stopped subscribing. Instead, I'm running my own self-host Spotify music streaming service. To be honest, my self-host setup is not perfect. You will see that throughout the rest of the video. I'm open to suggestion or recommendation, so feel free to leave them in the comments. To serve out the music file, I need a software that works as a server. I decided to use Navidome. It has all the basic function and is easy to use. I have a home server running on Proxmox. I will use the Proxmox VE Helper-Script to install Navidome. This script makes the process very easy. Let me start installing it. Get the command from the website. I will put the link in the description. Copy the script URL and paste it into the browser to validate it. I also paste the script into ChatGPT to get an explanation, and the explanation looks fine. Now copy and paste the command into the Proxmox shell on my home server. I choose the default settings, then select the hard disk drive where the container template will be stored, and the script handles the rest. After that, the script will ask whether to install FileBrowser as an add-on. I skip it because I'm not a fan of the UI, and the project is currently in maintenance mode only, focusing mostly on bug fixing and security patch. I will install the FileBrowser Quantum later. This is the reachable IP address for the Navidome. The Navidome container needs a small tweaks to work smoother. First, I will make the container IP address static so it doesn't change randomly. Select the Navidome container, network, the first and only network, change IPv4 to static. Paste the reachable IP address with the CIDR, usually is /24. Gateway as the home router's address, usually 192.168.1.1, and click OK. I also mount 20GB from my NAS. It's actually my 2TB mirror hard disk drive to the container for music storage. Go to Resources, Add, Mount Point. In the pop-up, set the storage to NAS, set the path to /mnt/NAS, set the disk size to 20, and click Create. After creating the 20GB mount point, I need to update the Navidome config file. Go to the Navidome container console, enter nano/etc/navidome.toml, add my mounting point, /mnt/NAS, press Ctrl S to save and Ctrl X to exit. Close the console window, restart the container. Let me get back to install the FileBrowser Quantum. Go to the Proxmox VE Helper-Script page, find the FileBrowser Quantum add-on script, preview it, and run it in the Navidrome LXC. I leave the port as default. Yes, install FileBrowser Quantum. Yes, use no authentication. I think it's fine since it's only the music files. Log into the FileBrowser Quantum, and it works properly. Now test the Navidome. Log in into Navidome using the IP address. Create an admin account and log in. Navidome is up and running, but the library is empty. The first problem I face is the music itself. I don't have any music collection. I never bought music from iTunes or CDs. When I look into the used pre-owned CD market, the prices are actually quite reasonable. And digital music store like iTunes, 7 Digital, and GoBuzz also offer good price from time to time. The good thing about buying physical media or one-time digital purchase is that you only pay once. It fits my listening habit because I don't jump from album to album quickly. It's now December 2025 and I still stuck on Brad. My plan is slowly buy my favorite artist's album, either CDs or from digital music store where they have good discount, and build my music library. At the same time, I will use free tier YouTube music to fill up the gap. For this video, I bought 3 albums, 1 from the iTunes store and 2 from the used market. The first purchase was the Brad Remix album. Brad, and it's completely different but also still Brad by Charlie XCX for 18 ringgit. This remix album includes the original Brad Deluxe version, 18 songs, and additional 17 remix track. Charlie XCX remix are almost like a new song. I love the original album, the remix are great. I got 35 songs for 18 ringgit. Yeah, nothing to complain. The second and third purchase were Planet Pit's Deluxe version by Pitbull for 8.5 ringgit and Talk That Talk by Rihanna for 9 ringgit, 17.5 ringgit in total. This album brings back a lot of memories. The Brad Remix album can download directly from the iTunes store and place it into Navidrome MusicFolder. But these 2 CD need extra work. I turned the storeroom upside down trying to find an optical drive. I end up finding 3. Around 10 years ago, almost all laptops came with an optical drive, but not everyone needed it. So I swapped my family's laptop's optical drives with HDD candies for extra storage. That's where all these drives came from. At first, I thought I could use a USB to SATA adapter, but it turns out it's not compatible. I need a USB to slimline SATA adapter. Out of boredom, I'm designing and 3D printing a case for the optical graphical drive and front panel. The case is fine, but the front panel is pretty bad. I will fix the design later. I will use iTunes to rip the CD for convenience. I don't need to install anything else. First, I rip the CD into a ALAC for backup. Then I convert the ALAC file into AAC. ALAC is not widely supported, mostly Apple devices support it. I also don't care that much about lossless audio. AAC is good enough for me and more compatible. Next, I drag all the converted files into the Navidrome music folders. Log into Navidrome and it will auto-scan for new files. Play some music to test. Everything works. The web interface I logged into earlier also works as a client. It's good enough for desktop or laptop use. On mobile, I use an iPhone and mainly use Empathy. It works well for me. It supports Apple CarPlay, offline saving, and Siri. Play some music on Empathy.
Now playing random songs on Empathy.
Another app called Abagi is also quite good, but it's still in the beta testing. Now I have another issue. Navidome only works smoothly on my home network. When I'm outside or on 4G, the service becomes unavailable. There are several ways to make a local service available on the internet. For me, I'm only comfortable using Cloudflare Tunnel. It's the only method I know well. I use it for my self-host Google Photo alternative image. When I access it from the web, Cloudflare performs email authentication first, then forwards me to the image login page. I also configure a bypass policy that injects 2 custom headers for the image mobile apps. Image supported, but Empathy and Abagi do not. Another option is use Cloudflare WAP 1.1.1 VPN connect back to my home service. But it's not ideal for me because my mobile plan includes free data for social media apps, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If I use a VPN, the telco cannot detect the traffic type. All data goes to Cloudflare and all the free allocation is not working. So my music streaming setup is not fully streaming. On the local network, yes, it's streamed. Outside the home network, I mainly rely on offline save song. Okay, this is how I run my self-host music streaming service. It's not perfect, I need to spend money on music, and it's not fully streaming. Maybe you can share how you run your music streaming service setup in the comment so I can learn from you. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.